Hey, so we're back with Battlefield 1. We're gonna go open some battle packs, and then we're gonna go through some of the patch notes. Yeah, if you're wondering about the all weapons videos, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the channel first for a little bit. So skip a little bit ahead, I guess, if you want to see the battle packs. But yeah, for about the all weapons videos, if you didn't know, I have got some good games during the Steam sale. Got some games, I have to play through them in order to get the all weapons videos, so I do have some Xbox games, a good amount of games. Then I'm going to be continuing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Something funny happened recently where I got banned from the forum because I was stupid and making a joke, but it's fine. Yeah, if anything else, tell me how you're feeling about Battlefield 1 and such. But whatever. Oh yeah, Call of Duty 3. Definitely might do some more Call of Duty 3. That video's got pretty popular. I just said Call of Duty 3 in 2018, and it's almost got 100 views at the time of me looking at it. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that some more. Let's open some battle packs. I only have 6, so I haven't been playing that much. Star Wars Battlefront kind of taking up my time, as well as Agents of Mayhem. I've definitely been playing Agents of Mayhem a lot. It was a $10 during the Steam sale. I really enjoy it. A lot of people are... The only negatives that there's only real negatives that people have with it are it's not Saints Row, which is not a negative. Saints Row is a great game, but it's like I like when companies do something different, or it's very repetitive. I'm like, yes, that's an open world game. All right, let's get into this. Let's open one. What do we get? Just a white rarity. I don't have that one. Add to inventory. Let's go open another one. Oh, a legendary. The Yang for the General Liu. General Liu is a fairly interesting rifle because it was a Chinese Chinese semi-automatic design before they became communists that had the General Liu had a pretty tragic story. How he had the guns and the tooling made in America, and then they came over. Boats were coming over with the tooling and the guns on it, and then they sunk. With his tooling, the money he invested in it, and basically, I think he got a heart attack after hearing this. So it's fairly interesting. Add that to inventory. Forgotten Weapons is an excellent video on the General Lee rifle. Hey, got one for the powder pistol, but I already own that. Oh, and a piece for the Bartek Legend. How about that? That's fairly rare. So we've gotten technically 2 legendaries so far. I feel like my voice is real quiet. I don't know. Battle of Gorlice for the Feder of Ultimate. Feder of Ultimate's a fairly interesting gun as well. Kind of in the same situation as the Bar, where it's actually more of a light. It's between a light machine gun. It's in this situation where at the gun at the time was called an automatic rifle, where it's not an assault rifle because it doesn't have an intermediate round. But it's not a battle rifle because it's not employed as a battle rifle. It's what they called at the time an automatic rifle, where it's more of like a support weapon but also an assaulting weapon. It's a weird category. Hey, and a squad boost. I have like 80 of those. Superior battle pack. Let's go. The Mexican, because for the Mondragon is a Mexican designed semi-automatic rifle that ended up only being used in Mexico for a very short amount of time because the ammo that Mexico used was not as well made as the early semi-automatic system of the Mondragon needed. So they ended up being sold to Germany because they have a lot better ammo. That ammo can kill a gun. And we scrapped that for 270. And a piece to unlocking the grappling hook. That's 2 legendaries in one and 1 superior. Let's open this. White for the double barrel. The Battle of Gorlice. Double barrel. Fun gun to use, especially the slug version, because it gives the assault class a more rifle-like weapon. And another squad boost. Now we can get another battle pack as we have 310. Get. Open. Battle of Jugla for the SMG 0818. Apparently that's got a buff. I don't know. I haven't played it all this for this DLC. Add to inventory. Alright. So now, I don't know, we can look at, while we go over the patch notes. Let's see. Well, did this load correctly? No. Now, see, I've tried loading this page, but but for some reason it's not working on Xbox anymore. Like, you can't load the patch notes page, which used to work on Xbox. You can go check, I think, the last video I did that. Yeah, see, it just doesn't load at all anymore. So, I don't know, we'll look at inventory while I read off some of the patch notes. Apocalypse Update. Battlefield 1 Apocalypse Update. Prepare to enter a living HELL as you descend into the bloodiest battles of the Great War. Claw your way through the deadlock struggle where Allied and Central powers unceasingly clashed with no end in sight. Plunged into dugouts or hidden behind debris, or debris, how it's spelled. Use the scarred battleground in desperate attempt to survive this nightmarish war. This is how the world ends. This is the apocalypse. Battlefield 1 Apocalypse delivers more maps, new weapons, vehicles, a new gadget, and a bunch of improvements. Although thematically is filled with hopelessness, we poured a lot of our passion and love in the Battlefield 1 into the final expansion pack. That just says next thing's just about premium, blah blah blah. New map, Caporetto. The Austro-Hungarian forces have bombarded the Italian village with toxic gas to gain a foothold in the village along the Isonzo River. Dive behind the castle ruins of the old world or the craggy rocks of the Blake Creek, dodging cavalry and motorcycles alike while keeping one hand on your trusty gas mask to fend off the barrages of the Livens projector, which is like a weird mortar system. Fortify Capella Grove near the war-torn bridge and gain access to several artillery guns to push back the enemy. Oh, this is all linked in the description. New map, Passchendaele. I'm not going to read all these. Passchendaele. We have the Somme, Razor's Edge, which I think is from the campaign. London Calling from the campaign. New mode, Air Assault, which is really cool. It's several different modes that are based entirely around airplanes. Like, one is just a team deathmatch mode, and then the other are more objective-based ones. So there's apparently new vehicles. Expanding the aircraft, we introduced 2 new bomber planes that are not only in this expansion pack, but fitted into older maps as well. The British Empire is equipped with the Airco DH-10 bomber plane, and while the Austro-Hungarian Empire and Ottoman Empires have access to the new Hansa Brandenburg GI bomber. Horses are equipped with gas masks and Battlefield 1 Apocalypse maps, protecting them from toxic gas. It's kind of cool. It probably looks really cool. I think people have already had videos on that, from the test server. New weapons. Gain access to new guns in Battlefield 1 Apocalypse through all new weapon assignments. Everyone who has Battlefield 1 Apocalypse will immediately find the gruesome meat cleaver in your melee inventory alongside improvised grenade as a grenade option. Unlock the pry bar by collecting puzzle pieces in battle packs. I didn't get any of those. Got the Bartek bludgeon pieces though. One of them. So for the assault, we have the RSC SMG Factory, a very weird looking gun. Kind of looks like it combines the RSC and the Shawshat. Just a weird looking gun, that's all I have to say. There's the factory version and the optical version. I probably will never touch the optical version. I hate the optical versions of pretty much everything. For the medic, we have the Hall Automatic Factory. Perform 50 kills with a medic. And then we have the Hall Automatic Sniper. Perform 50 kills with the Hall Automatic Factory. In a round, perform 600 points of healing. Oof, jeez, that's a lot of healing. For the support, we have the LMG 0818, low weight. Perform 50 kills with as support. That's pretty easy. LMG 0818, perform 50 kills with the LMG low weight. In a round, perform 100 resupplies. The Scout gets two new weapons, two different weapons that each only have one variant. We get the Ross Mark III, Canadian straight pull rifle. Very interesting rifle that was killed by bad British ammo, which gave it a really bad reputation because British ammo was not as high quality as Canadian ammo was. Link in the description to Ian's video and Othias' video. Words just failed me there. And then we also have the M1917, Enfield, which is a U.S. British weapon that what the U.S. then adopted, rechambered in 30-06. And actually, there was more of those used than the M1903 Springfield. But for some reason, we kept the Springfield after the war mainly, and not the 1917. I don't know, just kind of funny. Then we get a new sidearm. There's a revolver. It's the Webley. I think that's for all classes, obviously, because there's only one. Kill 25 different enemies using revolvers. That's not that hard. There is a new gadget, the AA rocket gun, which is going to definitely provide some good AA for ground to air, and definitely will make pilots have to look out a lot more for people who have this. Yeah. New service assignments and specializations. Awareness. Enemies you spotted 25% longer. Slink. Reduce footstep sounds. Privateer swim faster with your melee weapon. And then we have this new thing where called afflictions, where basically they make you try harder. There's death toll, so you lose points when you die. Peacock. Once spotted, you remain spotted until death. Okay. Scavenger, you have to pick up weapon ammo basically. And Reaper, receive 1 damage per second. Performing a kill pauses the effect for 10 seconds. Paranoia, you cannot remove your gas mask. I mean, that one's not too bad. Other updates. Menu and HUD fixed. There's a lot of fixes. Fixed an issue where PS4 would not display things. Artillery Barrage Zone Minimap UI now properly supports colorblind settings. Weapon and gadgets reduce stability to mag dump the rally rolls for very long ranges and increase the effectiveness of burst fire. Decrease the first shot multiplier of the rally rolls for Force 3. Increased. Oh, so they made the rally rolls into so where you have to actually aim a little bit more. So they gave it more recoil. I don't know how I feel about that, because the Rapier rolls already had pretty high recoil after this time to kill patch. Improved consistency of Automatico at mid-range, so they buffed the Automatico. Fixed an issue where the Strogan inertial is firing one more pellet than intended. Okay. Align the SMG08's performance closer to the real-life counterpart, which is weird because there's only one of those that exist, and it's in a museum, I think, so I don't think anybody's ever fired it. They buffed the machine pistol in 1912. They reduced the recoil, reduced it. Fixed an issue where AT grenade would sometimes bounce off vehicles without exploding. Yes, finally. Oh my god, that was so annoying. Cavalry can now heal themselves and their horses through bandages without having to dismount. That's a great buff to them. Cavalry are now more resistant to damage while mounted. That's good. That cavalry has been needing a buff, especially since like the prevalence of more fast-firing automatic weapons. Increase the damage to tanks from a ricochet hit by changing the ricochet angle damager from 0.1 to 0.5. Change the shells fired by the artillery truck to heavy shells like the land ship's mortar. Huh. So is that a buff or a nerf to the artillery truck? Fix issue where the sights of the SK-5 coastal gun could be knocked off center by heavy impacts. Fix issue where tank hunter bug, tank hunter landship package, and tank hunter attack planes could destroy other planes in one shot. Improved handling of the heavy bomber. Oh, thank god. That thing, it just refused to turn sometimes. Reduce the rate of the repair tool is able to repair the heavy bomber. Oh, that sucks. That thing was a tank before that, if you had someone repairing you. There's a lot of fixes to stuff. Those are just some of them. Maps and modes. Oh, there's a lot more. There's a lot of fixes. This is a fairly big patch. Like I said in the description, along with some other stuff. Yeah, bye.